after all that, our goal is quite simply to get you a bit better balanced at address again, so we don't have this there, which then moves as we've just seen it, and pretty much moves straight away to counterbalance, and then therefore it changes the angle that the shaft comes in at, and as we discussed, this breaks down a bit quicker because this body doesn't have the chance of rotating because this has come in so far. Okay. And it changes balance points and things like that, and then we go and add your toes are up or down in different fairways, or left foot's higher or right foot's higher, and those types of things, so your balance changes quite considerably. Okay. Now, given all that, it's still infinitely better than where it was.
And I'm able to consistently make contact. That's a big change at least.
And then getting back into, the flight, club path, ball flight, 113, that's all pretty good stuff, 4 meters offline, so it's not that far away. Given, once again, we start talking total dispersion, total distance dispersion, so I'm looking at 10% with long clubs, and for my elite level players, I'm talking tour players, and I'm looking at 5% inside 100. Depending on how good they are, at what level they are, it'll be closer to 5 to 7% total dispersion with the long clubs, and then getting very, very narrow with the short clubs. And generally speaking, for those guys and girls, it's not short or long, it's left or right. So we're well within our means there. Well within our means. Very, very good. Okay? And my job is to keep that, really. Yeah. And if we start then talking about, okay, let's move you from a rhythm standpoint. We're in ideal. Okay. And that's just a measurement to say where it starts from the golf swing, and if I put it in full speed. Okay. So that's pretty good. And that changes, and the reason why those parameters are so large here, that changes given personalities. So somebody like Ernie Els will be on the slow side down here. Because if you listen to his interviews, he talks slow, he walks slow, he does everything very slow. He swings it slow. Okay, from that standpoint. Whereas you look at somebody else who's, talks quick, walks quick, does everything at 1,000,000 miles an hour, they'll have a quick...
you are on the other side.
All on the other side of the tempo. Okay. So that's why those parameters are so different.
It's just your behavior as well.
Absolutely, no question. And that's from, my job as a coach is to identify that and start to talk to you. And I can guarantee you probably already had it where somebody will say, slow down. But that's not in your nature. Okay? Everything's thinking quickly, doing everything. You are going to swing it on the fast end of that scale. And I'm fine with that. We just have to understand it. Given from a pure, and obviously I can talk to you slightly different given your background. If we have a mechanical arm there, it doesn't matter whether it's going at 20 miles an hour, 220 miles an hour, it should still end up with a reasonable result as long as I put the right shaft in there and those types of things that flex at the right times and things like that. So we still should be able to hit the centre of the golf club. But we're human, so there's other factors in play given, muscle structures and bones and whatnot. So good job. Well done.